The Adopted One, a one-man play written, produced, and performed by Jeffrey Brown.
I really want to just leave a legacy, and that's inspiring people to go forth and do whatever it is that they want to create.
Cranium Midnight Sparks, exclusive pre-album release party.
Just having fun, and I mean, it's all about me enjoying myself and just expressing things that I've actually done and let them know what's going on in the mind of Cranium.
Plantain Porridge with celebrity chef Patrick Simpson on this week's Inna the Kitchen. New York-based designer Chuck Collins presents his collection for a benefit fashion show.
I just want to feel like it's starting kind of when William feel empowered, feel powerful. You know, like the clothes you put on, it shows who you are.
You're watching Come Chat With Me, a Caribbean lifestyle magazine. And I'm your host, Ziggy Bless. Adopted at 13 years old, Jeffrey chronicles his life in a powerful, comedic, musical drama, The Adopted One.
I try to make it feel as if there is comedy and darkness. So I try to like lighten up the moment of the dark situations that we go through. And then in the middle of the show, I make sure that I transition into the dark elements to show you that in all jokes there is truth. And after that, I transfer into the music. And a music component really releases me from all of the traumatic and drama that I face. So that's why it goes in that order.
Night, it was probably December. ACS, please tell me who sent you. But you was too high, you probably don't remember. How could this be? How could you let this be? You really chose drugs over me? So I don't even care if we never speak. Heaven or hell is probably when we'll meet. You probably in these streets, doing a couple things for cheap. But I don't really care, cause God watching over me. Cause I don't really care, cause God watching over me. Cause I don't really care, cause God watching over me. Or is he? Where is he? Is he? Is he real, really?
I think the most emotional part was the drinking. I started to realize that I was taking on a problem where drinking played a big part in my life, and I was masking it with parties, and I was masking it with a lot of different things of just having fun and being young and going wild. But in reality, it was me following the footsteps of my adopted father, who was an alcoholic. And just because you aren't related doesn't mean that you can't pick up the same traits as someone. So that was the really emotional part, because I really had to look into the mirror and say all of the things that I was really doing. I had to identify with that in order to heal from me being an alcoholic.
What led you to taking the non-traditional route of unpacking? Meaning, you didn't start scouting for a therapist to sit on the couch like I do, or some other people do.
When you go through foster care, you have to see a therapist. And I was finally opening up to my therapist. Right? It takes a long time for them to crack that open. And as soon as I was finally opening up, my mother tells me, Miss Brown, she tells me that my therapist died.
During the Q&A, you were able to get a lot of people to open up about their own personal life. How did that make you feel?
That made me feel great, because it allowed me to see that what I'm doing is not just solely for me and for entertainment, but it's actually opening up doors and opening up traumas that people can identify with, go back home and sit with, and figure out how they will be able to just deal with the traumas without it being a burden on themselves anymore. So it really was a moving segment, and I love the fact that a lot of people are now understanding that they are dealing with a lot of different things in their life, and it feels good. It feels good that my work isn't going in vain.
Jeffrey did not tell me that he went through all these changes. I learned it when everybody else learned it at the first show, that he was abused, he had to sleep with cats, and he was beaten. That's why his chin was busted. So I just took him on the same umbrella as my kids, and nobody never knew for years that they was adopted.
It's really taking us through the journey of his life through powerful storytelling, music, dialogue, monologue. It's just like, it really makes you think, and it really makes you appreciate the different art forms that he has.
The show is amazing. It brings a lot of awareness, especially to the foster care home.
Keep telling the untold story. Proud of you, bro. Keep it up. Wonderful show.
Seeing the show today, it's a few stories that resonate with me, because I'm just like, you know what? Like, I remember knowing you around these times. I remember seeing those masks, but now I knew what really was behind some of those masks, and it's just funny, just to really sit back and think about it and just say like we're best friends, and it's crazy that we finally kind of know a little bit more about each other.
I am here watching The Adopted One, and I just need to tell everyone to come and see this play. It's such a heartstring tugging, authentic feel. Jeffrey is doing an amazing job of telling his story, and telling it in a way that makes you want to cry, you want to laugh, you want to do everything. You don't even know how to react. I'm in love with this play, and I think everyone needs to come out and see it.
Becoming a foster mother, you just have to have love. You have to have love in your heart, and that's all I did for Jeffrey, was loved him, because he was not being loved, and that was it.
I really want to just leave a legacy, and that's inspiring people to go forth and do whatever it is that they want to create.
Cranium drops a brand new album titled Midnight Sparks.
Nobody nothing knows say me and you. Nobody nothing knows say you are give it up. Nobody nothing knows say you put me up in me.
Nobody have to know. We know that was like worldwide. Tell us, production. How did that come about?
I was in the studio holding a vibe, and I just decided that I wanna create something sick. So I explained to him something bad, and not only that, I had an idea of a tweet that I saw, or a post on Facebook, with a girl saying she tell the guys I talk a lot, and that's how I came up with that record. Nobody else know, and it just bring me to the world. Well, this album is all about vibe and just like chilling, cruising. You know what I mean? When you're on the road with your woman, you can just drop in the album and just enjoy yourself, have fun, and then go home and just finish it off after that. You know what I mean? Myself, and just expressing things that I've actually done and let them know what's going on in the mind of Cranium.
Stop chat, jump in on my car, make me slap like a snap man. We are doing things cause you know say me no love chat. Press them well firm, plus the ass well fat dash. Yeah, them hot, roll like a race track. Use and small, me you wonder where you get that. Me no have no time for your waste, no like come from me. Everybody say this straight.
Next year I'm gonna be more like do more juggling, all a vibe, you know what I mean, like in a dancehall space more, because at the end of the day, like I feel like I do these records and for dancehall, I feel like no, I'm gonna start showcase that yo, we can do juggling too, you know what I mean? But we always take with time with music, we never rush, we just take with time and pace yourself. But I'm gonna exercise my vocals more, like the up-tempo records more than less laid back. So next year is more like choppings and the juggling rhythm. So artists, no look out, no problem.
Yeah, I got it's your boy DJ L Bully, Cranium's official DJ, and we just finished the pre-album release party right here in Katra in New York City. It was a movie, it was a good look. There's a lot of people that came outside to support the album.
Your show DJ Nerd Power 105 is all about come chat to me, CEEN, and we here. Cranium album release party. It's crazy. You've seen what it is. A lot of little ladies in this building, and we made it a movie today. Shout out to Cranium. It's all about Midnight Sparks. Everybody needs to download and support it. No bootleg. Everybody download it. iTunes, Shazam, whatever you got to do to get it. That's what it is.
You are an icon. Trust and believe you are definitely going to make it higher than where you are right now.
Your body feel good, I love what yeah. And my girl in the booty, but I'm in charge, yeah. As long as I'm inside you, yeah, run and talk
The album consists of 12 songs. I think my favorite on the album is all of them. So listen to every single one. And as I said, the album is from my heart. There's a lot of things that I had on my mind that I need to talk about and just express myself. And I can't wait for you guys to get it. So make sure y'all grab that Midnight Sparks and stream it so we can make some money if we make some more. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is Sanaya. I'm here to tell you about my brand new gospel reggae album. The title is called Yes, I Know. With songs like He'll Do It Again, Holy is the Lord, and The Power of God. You can find my songs on iTunes, Spotify, and all digital platforms. Please go out and check it out. It is something you'll never forget. God bless.
Alright guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Inna the Kitchen. This week, I'm doing something totally different. Doing some plantain porridge. What you know about that? Because a lot of people can't make plantain porridge and make it the right way. So I'm going to show you what's going on. Inna the kitchen. Let's go cook. Inna the kitchen. You know already, I always put a little bit of twist to stuff, so I'm going to show you. You can do the plantain porridge, and you can also do the banana porridge, just the same. Same step, follow me and let me show you. I'm going to show you some of the ingredients that we have here. Right here we have some cinnamon powder, we have some nutmeg, we have some cinnamon sticks, and we have some ground ginger. Over here I have some milk, I have some sugar, I have my coconut milk, I have some cherry that I'm going to be using. There's also some granola and some walnuts. You can use a grater if you want. I also have some fresh mint, which I'm also going to use. And my green plantain, can't go wrong. But like I said, you can use a grater. And here I have my plantain already diced up and good to go. So I soak it in the water because I don't want the plantain to change color. That's always something great that you can do. Put it in the water so it don't change color. And over here, I'm going to use a Robocool. Restaurant industry, this is what we use. Mass production, so you're in my kitchen. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to now take my water with my plantain and I'm going to pour into my Robocool. As I said, this is something that you can grater it, but I'm going to blend it up a little bit, which is different, and it's also going to help because it's going to take out a little bit more of the flavor. Alright guys, so now as you can see, I put the cover on, cover it up, and now I'm going to chop this bad boy up. See? Look at that. Alright guys, so as you can see what's happening right here now, I'm grinding up my plantain, which is looking real good, and then at this point, I'm just going to take it and I'm going to pour it into the water that I already hot, that's on the stove already, and then I'm just going to let it cook for probably about, I'll say 10 minutes, let it cook, and I'll take you to the next step. So stick around, let me show you what's happening right here now. Look at that. You see that, guys? Looking real good. Right now, as you can see, we went through the steps together. Right now, I have over here my plantain, which is already nice and crushed and ready. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this down here for a second, and I'm going to take a little piece of fresh mint, and I'm going to drop the fresh mint in the water. This will also help me enhance the flavor. And now I'm going to take my plantain, and I'm going to pour my crushed plantain out. It's almost the same as if you grated a plantain, so that's a great thing. Have it nice and crushed. And this is it. I'm going to pour it out, and I'm going to let this cook for probably about 10 minutes. Alright guys, so as you can see right now, porridge is looking real good. Let me show you what's going on. So right now the porridge is almost, my plantain porridge, I have it cooking now for probably about, I'd say about 20 minutes. Nice low flame. Nothing too crazy. As you can see, looking good. At this point is when I'm gonna add my coconut milk in. I'm gonna add my coconut milk in, and I'm gonna let the coconut milk cook for a little bit more, for probably another 10 more minutes. I'm gonna let the coconut milk cook in just to make sure it's done properly. And then after 10 more minutes, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna start spicing it up. All right, looking real good, nice. All right, guys, so this is coming together looking real good, guys. At this point, what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take a little bit of my nutmeg. I'm gonna start spicing it up. A little bit of nutmeg, probably about half a teaspoon. A little bit of ground ginger, looking real good. And a little bit of cinnamon. As you can see, I did put some cinnamon sticks in. And then I'm just gonna kind of mix this out a little bit. Mix them out real good. Nice. You also have to be careful when you're mixing this. You want to get all the lumps out. So you mix them out real good. As you can see, what I did here, I got me a whisk. And I'm using the whisk because the whisk will help me get the lumps of the nutmeg and also the cinnamon, just to make sure there's no lumps inside of it. Whisk them all real good. Looking real good. See this coming together. Looking real nice. Alright, as you can see, the lumps are almost gone. And now my ginger, my nutmeg, everything now just blending right now as the flavor. At this point, I'm going to now add my sugar. Not too much. Add my sugar. And I'm also going to have my condensed milk to sweeten this bad boy up. Looking real good, nice. One of the great things you can serve this with, you can serve this with some hard-boiled bread, or you can serve this also with some crackers, and you're good to go. Now this is looking real good, and everything is nice, flavor is there. So now I'm gonna start plating my plantain porridge. Nice. I don't want it too thick. And this is something that is good and healthy for you early in the morning. Beautiful. I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon right on the top for presentation. A little bit of cinnamon on the top, and a little bit of ground ginger on the top. A little bit of ground ginger on the top. Clean them off, looking real good. One thing I'm also going to do, I'm going to put some walnut. Like you said, I'm always doing stuff different. I'm going to sprinkle some walnut on the top. Looking real good. And I'm also going to sprinkle some granola. Talk about something that is healthy and filling early in the morning. That's what I'm talking about. Plantain porridge, and then I'm going to finish off this bad boy with a nice piece of fresh mint right on the top. Looking real good. Nice piece of fresh mint. Nice cherry. Looking real good, the plantain porridge. Until I catch you next week in the kitchen, that's what we're doing.
Designer Chucks Collins released his latest collection viewing with a fundraising event to raise funds for Adopt a School initiative for children in Chucks Collins' home country, Nigeria. The Chucks Collins collection offers ready-to-wear fashion for men and women that appreciate sophisticated style, and this season the ensembles range from modern elegance to casual chic in a handsome array of bold colors.
So tonight is all about charity, all about giving back. So this tonight is the end of the fashion week, and for my fashion week collection I decided to call it The Dream, which is all about inspiration, empowerment of women, and also donating a proceeds to an organization called Oando Foundation. And what they do is that they try to help little girls off of the street, put them in schools, and try to help them with a better life, because this collection is all about the little girl who aspires to be grown up someday and be successful in everything they're doing, and also for the woman who's also mature, has everything she wants, but at the same time she wants to be nurtured like a little girl. So it's all about the marriage of a thrill and architecture. It's all about women empowerment, you know, making women feel beautiful in my garment. Men and women, I just wanted, when you put on my garment, I just wanted to feel like a certain kind of when will feel empowered, feel powerful. You know, like the clothes you put on, it shows who you are. Like you put on a clothes and you have like this full self-confidence about yourself. Like you just feel good about it. That's what I want my clothes to do.
I'm a composer and a songwriter, and I've been writing old songs for the last 65 years. And I wrote the biggest songs that were ever written for the Caribbean. Over a 6-year period, I wrote 30 songs for Harry Belafonte, and they're still very popular today. It's what's kept me alive for the last 65 years, and we're still going strong with it. Sad to say I'm on my way, won't be back for many a day. My heart is down, my head is turning around. I had to leave a little girl in Kingston Town.
Come Chat With Me merchandise available now. Stay connected with Come Chat With Me. Thanks for watching Come Chat With Me. See you next week.